Coming up next, Passion's Emily Harper reveals what it's like to be the Paris Hilton of daytime.
Even though our next guest is the new girl in town, she's already considered the Paris Hilton of Harmony. Take a look.
What beautiful luggage you have here. Wow, such quality. And your jewels, almost as bella as you are.
Oh, grazie, Luigi.
Prego, prego. So, what brings you to Roma this time? Is it a prince or a football player?
Neither. I'm here to work. Love is the last thing on my mind.
No. A beautiful woman such as yourself must have love, or you will wither like a sun-dried tomato.
Well, I had love back in the States, but the man broke my heart.
Disgraziato. You know, I have a cousin in New York, from Brooklyn. He could break this guy's kneecaps if you want me to.
Oh, thanks. But I'll be happy never to see him again.
Please welcome from Passion's Emily Harper. Thank you, sweetie. It looks like such a fun part to play.
Oh, it's such a blast.
Is
I
it?
love it. Yeah, last year they had said the character's name was Alicia that I had auditioned for, and they described her as a Paris Hilton-esque character. Fashionista, loves her chihuahua, party girl, socialite. I said, all right, let's do this. And went through the callbacks and the screen testing and fortunately landed the role.
Really
Great.
fun. Yeah, you're great. You're great in the role.
Fun role.
Yeah.
What was your first day like? Because now this is your first full-time acting gig, correct?
Yes, first.
I mean, you've
first
done other
real
stuff,
gig.
but first full-time contract.
Little commercial work, short films, things like that. So I was ecstatic, to say the least. And the first day was a little nerve-wracking. I worked with Nikki Cox on the show, and there was a whole Vegas-type set that we had with the casinos, and it was a lot of extras and lots of things going on, trying to get the light and the cameras and remember everything you learned in acting and try to have fun with it all at the same time. So
exactly.
it was overwhelming.
And just be yourself.
Yeah, exactly. That too.
Yeah, all those good notes. Now, I love the fact that you color coordinate your scripts to memorize your scripts.
I do.
Tell us about that.
Everyone makes fun of me about that on set. I'm a very visual learner, so I'm highlighting everything with action and dry blocking and lines and whatnot. So I'm a scribbler. I'm a doodler. Always have been.
You have like different highlighters for each line or
yeah,
something?
it's
or?
color coordinated.
Seriously?
So each line has a different highlighter.
How many colors are there, first of all?
And I usually use a pink or an orange for directorial or action type sequences that we have to do, stunt work, things
That's
like that.
probably really smart, actually.
Yeah.
It just helps.
Yeah, because
me.
everything is just a bunch of words otherwise.
Yeah, and there's a lot of material.
See, you know what?
sometimes.
I just used to get rid of everybody else's lines but my own. That's what I would do. I'd be like, my line, the rest is all garbage, my line, and then my line. That's what I would do. Yeah.
As long as you have your cues.
Exactly. How is the working with the eye patch? Because you have the eye patch on.
It's so much fun. If any of you have been following along with the story, Fancy and Noah
cute.
were arguing, and we were in a diner, and he was just about to tell me what's going on with his ex-girlfriend Maya, and a car came crashing through the window in the diner.
Of course it did.
Of course. And ended up under the car, and glass was embedded in the back of my eye, so unfortunately I had to wear an eye patch for a while. And everything's okay now, but we, Diana actually, who you had just met, we talked with wardrobe and said, let's do something fancy.
For
No
fancy
pun
eye
intended.
patch.
Yeah, so we did a little bedazzle thing on it, which made it very cute.
Is it hard to act with an eye patch? Like, how do you
You know, it wasn't
get
so
upset
bad on the
with...
short days, but the longer days, you take it off, and you're a little dizzy for about a minute, but not so
But I mean,
bad.
what about trying to be emotional with your eyes covered as you're trying to act?
That's a
That'd
little,
be hard.
strange. Just the facial expressions
That's
and
what
things
I'm
like
saying.
that. It kind of has a mind of its own and moves around, so you have to adjust it in your scene or your monologue or whatnot. But
Leave it to that Jim Riley to
yeah.
give you an eye patch. He's the head writer of Passions,
Yeah.
and he was the head writer of Days, so he's crazy. I saw him in New York.
Oh, really?
In the lobby of a hotel. I don't think I ever saw him the whole 3 years I was on Days of
I
Our
have
Lives.
not yet. I have yet to
you
meet
met
him.
him?
Never.
But I leave it to him.
To come up with the eye patch.
And how do you feel about doing this clothing line, having them, make a clothing line after your character? How fun is
That's
that?
gonna be
I love it because it allowed me to show the professional side of Fancy too, and her kind of creative side. And my grandfather, Alistair, had said I had permission to kind of start a fashion line at Crane Industries, and then when he went into a coma, Teresa, his beloved wife, said that I could travel to Italy for inspiration for Crane Couture. And wardrobe worked out a whole deal with cranecouture.com, and I couldn't be more happier.
It's really very exciting.
Now, you had done some modeling in your career as well,
Little
previous to this, so
Yeah.
it's kind of
'Cause
fun
you're very
for that one.
tall.
Yeah, 5'9".
5'9", yeah, you've got that
Put
model.
the heels on and it, yeah.
6 feet.
Yeah, almost.
For sure. Now, did you always want to be an actress?
Yes. I was mostly a dancer growing up, but my mom was always into theater, so I was kind of introduced to the whole performing arts world at a young age.
And where did you grow up?
St. Louis, Missouri.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a Midwest girl.
Ah.
So how long have you been back out here, out here in Los Angeles?
I came down for school at Loyola Marymount University.
And you went for dance?
For college, yes, and I studied dance there. It was my dance major. And afterwards, fortunately, my senior year, I booked Laker Girls and did that for 3 years. And then went on
Really?
to-
You were a Laker girl? How
Well, we're going to take
Oh, my God, look at you. How great.
We're going to take a quick break. We want to find out more about being a Laker girl. When we come back with Emily, so don't go away. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Coming up next, Emily reveals what really goes on behind the scenes as a Laker girl.
I hope you've got a few euros.
Some money. Why?
Gianni's got all my money, and since he's nowhere to be found...
Now do you believe me about that jerk? All right, stay here. I bet he's spending your money on expensive champagne.
No, forget it.
But he's got your money.
I don't care about that.
What do you care about?
You, Noah. Only you.
Emily Harper.
Yeah.
So that was Dylan Fergus, your kind of romance, love interest.
It's like you have some good chemistry going
do.
there.
I do, actually. It was
Yeah.
right off the bat, too, and I loved that.
You
It
can
makes
see
it
it.
easy for the work,
Always,
as you know. But it was interesting. He had come from more of a Shakespearean-trained background, a lot of theater.
Really?
So I've learned a lot from him
Which is
in
great.
that regard. Yeah.
Now, you guys have done some hot love scenes together as well, and you know, daytime can get really steamy.
hot.
Were you nervous about doing those scenes?
I was nervous.
You were?
Yeah, I had done them in acting class before and a few short films, but never the big daytime drama. And our first scene, I remember, was a dream sequence in bed, and we did our first take, and the director, Karen, came down and said, the show is called Passions, is literally what she said to us. And we went,
Wow.
okay, good note, good note. We just weren't sure what the boundaries were for daytime or something, so
So funny.
we
Now
upped
you
it a
know.
notch, and now, yeah, after that, we've been comfortable.
It's better if they tell you to take it down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
You're showing
always
a
like
little
to
too
hear-
much. So good lesson. Well, let's talk a little bit more about the Lakers.
Love to.
Exactly. What was that like being a Laker girl?
I did Laker Girls from 2000 to 2003, so when I first came on, they'd actually already won
there
their
you go.
first championship.
You hot little thing. So you had to audition, obviously.
Yes, that was actually...
that is the audition
that
right
is
there?
the audition,
Oh.
which is...
How was the
very
audition
strenuous
experience?
day, very stressful. You start about 8 or 9 in the morning, and you go through about 4 or 5 cuts.
Really?
And then that was the solo part of the day at the
So
very
you
end.
really have to be a good dancer to be a cheerleader.
Most of the girls had at least 8 years training, whether it was ballet,
Jazz, ballet, everything.
hip-hop, yeah, the whole shebang.
Wow.
Some modern dancers, too. So.
I mean, seriously. So did you continue dancing?
I do as much as I can. The schedule's kind of
It's hard,
crazy
isn't
with
it?
soap work, but
Yeah.
my sister is also a dancer, and she teaches some hip-hop classes and yoga and whatnot.
Here in
So
town?
Yeah,
Oh,
all
cool.
over the place. It's mostly in the West Side, Manhattan Beach
Gold's
and
your
Hermosa,
sister.
Gold's Gym,
Oh,
and
there's your
Equinox.
sister.
I love Gold.
Cute.
It's my favorite place.
So I try to keep up with it by taking her classes, and then just a daily regimen of trying to get some cardio in.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Exercise-wise.
Yeah.
No, you also, I don't want to get, because I really want to see Lisa do a Laker girl move, so I don't want to get too far away from the dance thing.
I love it.
I really do, but before we do the Laker girl move, I want to hear that you've also hosted for ESPN as well?
For Lakers TV, which was it was basically coordinating with ESPN and Fox Sports Net. So
Oh,
it was
okay,
something that
okay.
kind of aired at the Jumbotron, on the Jumbotron at the
Oh, that's
games.
cool.
And
Is that something you want to do more of? Or?
Yeah, now that I'm into more of the acting, but I love being in front of the camera. I love performing, so that was definitely a bonus. Open up
sure.
some networking opportunities that I didn't see coming. And we had the chance to interview some really cool people.
So
which
you
was
like
great.
sports
Yeah,
also.
love it.
Was that the best
Love
part
it.
about being a Laker girl? Was court?
The courtside seats.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
amazing. And you get to hear all the
Wow.
trash talking that goes on amongst the players,
Really?
which
Was
is
there a lot?
Really?
Yeah.
I bet.
A lot of it.
Yeah?
Definitely, yeah.
That's funny. And you also own a Chinese fighting fish. What is a Chinese
Yes.
fighting
Oh,
Chinese
fish?
spider fish.
We
That's
just
my only
lost
pet.
ours yesterday.
You have
Really?
a
Yeah.
Chinese fighting fish?
Ours just died.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so tell them what it is.
They're gorgeous. They're
really pretty.
They usually have like 3,
Yeah.
how do you explain it, fins or
Yeah.
whatnot, of hanging from the back. They're very colorful, bright colors. but they're aggressive.
They have to live alone.
They have to live
you can't
alone.
put another fish
So
in
you
there.
put another fish in there, they will fight till death.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hence the name Chinese fighter fish. But they're gorgeous fish. Gorgeous.
Slightly lonely existence. All right, well,
Yeah.
can we get a little dance move in here? Lisa, can you do it or what? I'll do it with you. All right, give it to us.
Okay, so you'll step with your right foot. You kind of put your weight on it. This is more of a hip hop move, and your hands go like this. So you just kind of roll them, and then when you come back, you just kind of break left, right, and kind of step forward.
Oh, you know what?
And you do your
You're
hand
teaching me
back.
ballroom. I need some hip hop.
Yeah, baby!
Yeah.